and home come any yedin. But quickly, you Zoom, right? You Zoom na fi yene a UTAG president, KNUST, Professor Eric Abavare. If was a Abavare, good. If I get the name right, Abavare. You know, no ending como emfa this issue. Now, good morning, Prof. Now, maybe that's the same way. And no media encounter, no, a question was asked by the Kessben Machi team with regards to the Insuna essay and so increment, you know. But the main question had to do with the state of emergency that has to be declared by Omanpenny. But I'll say we're really out state of emergency for now. KNUST paying for our mother friends UTAG more kahun before even election no calling for the same state of emergency and all that. Today President has ruled out state of emergency on Galamsey fight, asking that we should go on using the necessary apparatus. That will be the last thing if all these apparatus and to me jumana. Your view and your take on this particular issue.
Thank you very much, could you, your viewers and your listeners. If I should be brutally frank with you and the people of Ghana, then there's only one word that can describe the president's statement. The president is dishonest, very dishonest, for saying that calling the state of nation, the state of emergency is not the thing to do. That was calling for the state of emergency. Was it me or him and his appointees? So this hypocrisy on the part of the president's statement last night was so, for me, so sickening and very annoying for him to make that statement. And I don't blame him, because it was a planned thing that he wanted to do, and he has done it. And it started with Ketia. He came on City News that the call for state of emergency will violate people's right. And I was asking, in Burkina, how do you call it? Boku, when state of nation was called there, they didn't also violate the people's also human rights there. So I feel so embarrassed by those statements of the president, that calling the state of emergency is not timely. It's not timely. If you have the tapes, go back and play those tapes for people to listen. That's my take.
But Prof, my main business has some way. Is it not the fact that president will want to go through the process? One, if he says that Sebi calling for emergency right now, no, he will not rush it. That doesn't mean that he's not going to call for emergency or state of the emergency against illegal mining. But the issue is we have a system, and the system we should be using, in terms of a soldier form blue water guards and all those people nina no sebi yahye nina yehwe sesa system nina ebeye adwuma sesa de we nina anya adwuma dia, then the last resort is calling for state of emergency, and that again even has to go through the processes with parliament and getting a number of times or days or weeks or whatever it is that they have to use it for. I don't think that your friend is saying leverage, and I said that opportunity, and I said doubt, to say benefit of the doubt, I should say, to say yes, Ogusu, and the process will take its own course on that.
Again, it is laughable. Last year, before the prior, administration, how many kind of transport did we have? Didn't you have Operation Vanguard? Didn't you have Operation Flash Out? Mention all those operational task forces, and they failed. And then we said we should call for emergency. He has been in office for 8 years and 8 months. And if what he claimed to have put in place is working, the stability will not cross 20,000 NTU. If what he claims now that we should allow him to go processes. The determinity will not cross 20,000 NTU. It's number one. Number two, when COVID came, did we have to wait? When COVID came, did we have to wait for Parliament before we called the state of emergency and the lockdown? We did the lockdown before parliamentary approvals were sought. So if they see it as an imminent threat, existential threat, then actually be thinking that we should go through some processes before you call that state of emergency. Again, it's much of hypocrisy. But they don't want to do, that is all. And so I was sad when I even heard Honorable Hankramafu speaking about Galamsey. How hypocritical he also was. That last year he was here when we were talking about the same Galamsey issue. He was MP then. What did he do? What did he say? And now he's found his voice criticizing Galamsey now. You see the hypocrisy I'm always talking about. This is hypocrisy. That system is hypocritical from the two political parties, and nobody should be deceived and be fooled. Now what they are saying that they are going to do it, they aren't going to do anything. Last year, Ahinkra was speaking that the national administration was putting measures. Was it the Nadu who put in the LI 2462 to people to enter into the forest reserves? So what are they talking about? So don't be fooled by what they are saying. It is a blatant lie. They want to destroy this country for their own selfish need. And so Ghanaians, I have always insisted, we must call on civil disobedience. It is when we have called for civil disobedience that the political class will know that the people, now the increment you are asking 2% who is going to pay? It is the citizens they are asking them to pay. So if they have embarked on civil unrest, then they will listen. Right now, like Baumia used to say, when the economy is blah blah blah, the exchange rate will expose you. It's when the treatment of what the Galamsey is not right, fundamentally the water body will expose you. So the water body, which the determinity, must expose them. And I'm disappointed in Ayokra.
Prof, when you say civil disobedience, what are you exactly calling for?
Sir, I say, because Ghana water for copy me say, I'm not making sure say, well I'm saying no, a giant and costume. And so then yati, Saturday, no more pension, so then no, says can expect it. It's not quite BB said, I'm trying to say, it's not already Moko.
Kessben 92.
What is that already Moko? Now me up with the meeting won't be free. Sad I want to see. To them say, Mama in so na say no. Beto nsi anu ti baby no. Yes, in so na say anything no. Me, I say be trust I carry. Me na me o, in so dey say. Me am yes citizen no. Me body pen na me o. Me body ni say. It is civil disobedience no. It is the citizens that must force them to do the right thing. They will not do. Because we've seen that MPP, NDC, none of them want to do it. And for the citizen must rise up against them.
Prof, again, Sir Omanpenyika said we have not exhausted all the powers even given to the state apparatus to do what they're doing. Clearly, say a boss say okay, state of emergency. Prof Chichirimu, and no, a dear potting and a beya a bit to me assessa sebi asema ye Kenya say Galamsey tuno a bit to me, but so because okay, must see any state of emergency at say so Mampenyi declare what will happen, what will be the solution. I mean, if you declare state of emergency.
But that's it. One, let's start from technical point. Technical point, you know, by calling state of emergency, technically, among the military people, the security, they best understand what it means. That is number one. Number two, yati omaimuha, 1979, 81 year, friends saying, cool, Nasifona, your prayer cat, you know. So the bonus here will be at me go area. It's your room by me, meet you. Yes, sir. In this year, state of emergency, I say, I'm ready to see you so in a put move by here. Then I know it's you. Such as say, let us be answer. You see what a friend is saying, Bokono. Let's have a no more. In this city, it's hard to sleep, but I can't even know what's that. State of emergency, so you talking Kessben. A young declare that the hard idea. Yes, see, and put Patamuna, Sadian air caution. The whole year declare. The whole year declare. In this own declare, some Patamuna. Who I think I'm young to come as a better behind. Yanka movie. In this whole thing, process and where exhausting in ya. Then it is marks of hypocrisy in America. No one ever so bad. Yeah, COVID, you're lucky. I don't know. I think you're lucky. Great, carry greater from us, you're lucky. Obama carry lucky baby. Into what you say, on Sanya Nadjin say, that's what you need. You have a dad man for no. No, my say a cockroach the John. No, I may almost I don't go into a beer and I so because of Bibia. Don't person of Bibia. Plus me, they know what to do. The point is that they know what to do when they call the state of emergency, they know what to do. I must not tell them.
Let me quote President by saying this. Or say, we have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. The laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. This is what Mahama is saying. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last resort. Now, when he was even answering the question, beyond this one, he did say that military for security for initially when we had issues with police for no more Konana Sebi Obi and Nim who was giving them the authority to be doing all that and all that. Now we have a task force, IGP task force a very robust one to really look at these matters that I'm talking about, that I'm even quoting him to say that they have opportunity to arrest anybody who is doing that. Is that not even enough to say that they're less mellow on the state of emergency?
You see, the reason why people are asking for the state of emergency is that they see inertia, power inertia on the part of the president, both Bernardo and himself. If you think you have power to exercise, to curtail the carnage, what is preventing you from doing so? Who is preventing you from exercising the power to do so? Nobody is preventing you. So for you to say that you just want to restrain and do all this big English and nice statement, it's true. We have task force having to set up. Watch them. They are innumerable. The thing is that, let me tell you authoritatively, that if you want to solve what I'm saying now, you can solve unequivocally. And in fact, you don't even need 1 month to solve Galamsey. 1 month, I'm telling you. And let me show you how to do it. If truthfully, excavators that they are asking, that they are tracking, they are doing all that. If indeed the excavators have been tracked and know them and seize them, and there's no circulating excavators, it means the use of excavator is gone. Number two, all the chemicals which is cyanide, mercury, whatever, that are infiltrating through our borders and the polar borders, if they curtail those ones, it means that they wouldn't get mercury and the chemical they want to use to what? To do the Gamsi. So they are deprived of that one too. Number three, the champagnes, the champagne machine, the champagne pump, whatever. If all of them have been collected and destroyed, now tell me, with these three variables, they are not in place, then tell them to continue to do what I'm saying. You don't stop them. Go and do what I'm saying. It means the person will have to use pickers and shovel. And if the person uses pickers and shovel, he got there today, tomorrow, his revenue returns will not be enough. And so nobody will ask him to sleep. So you have naturally killed it without forcing anybody to stop. This is the fact of the matter. And are they willing to do so? The very day, I tell you again on authority, the very day that 8 officials were killed, I was on my way going there. In fact, I had gone there, finished the program on my way coming. Just after Obuasi, and some villages are there. They were right there, left and right. Some farms are being built. Some farms are being what? Built. Right there. And some farms, what are they used for? It's not for water body, gold galamsey. Excavators were being hired right down there. And they told us we were doing responsible speculative mining. Apple, those guys died needlessly.
Kessben 92.9.
May the soul of Major Maxwell Mahama rest in peace. And the needless death of the 8 officials, they will not forgive the people of this country and the leadership of MPP and NDC.
Prof, you better say, Radin Shaw, Mripemuno, you better say, Babiopa,